Right on time. Welcome back everybody to the channel. My name is NutRaisin. We are playing more PLO 20. Unfortunately right now we shall be playing it on microgaming only, since we're still waiting for the pool to fill on RunItOnce. Plain and simple. Man, I think people are really waiting on that patch now. Because the last couple of days the games have not been great. Well, I'm sure the games have been great, but the tables haven't been plenty. Let's put it like that. We'll make do in the meantime. We have one guy marked as a maniac here with the red tag, the red pin on microgaming, and let's see if he turns out to be fun or maybe he's mislabeled. On Sunday, we had the home game on Stars, which was hilarious. I don't think I've ever had that much, almost never had that much fun on stream, except when the big raids happened. That's maybe that compares, but except that, that was the best time I've had on stream yet. I actually managed to take first in the Play Money tournament, which was nice, and I finished third in, like, out of 7 and 8 respectively, I believe, in the real money tournament, which wasn't good for a payout, but you know, I donated a prize pool of $5 in the play money tournament, and of course, since I took it down, it would be stupid of me to take my own prize money. So I moved every finisher below me up one spot, and so the top 3 finishers below me got the top 3 cash prizes, as it should be. Alright, so according to his stats, I mean, it's not completely bonkers. He does have a high VPIP, 54. PFR, I guess, is okay-ish. Let this go. 26, certainly on the aggressive end, on the high end. Not entirely sure if this is a profitable style, that PLO 20 into micros, given the high rake environment, but it might be. It's probably just my internet talking there. The 3-bit of 14 is a little bit too loose. He's certainly seen crazier dudes, so I'm not sure if he qualifies as a maniac. Let's see EV. Well, EV-wise, we're actually down against him. He's up $48 EV-wise against us. Not sure about the real-world results. Ooh, we got a hand down here. Right, so he might be a fun player though. You've seen him 3-bet King, Queen, Queen 5 single-suited according to a note. Vaguely remember that hand too. Follow up kings by aces. That is a decent start. We get action here. This one I'll probably let go. Nah, not against this guy. Very nice kings over here as well. Let's take those to battle then. Now that's a crappy river if ever I've seen one. Yeah, his king takes it down. Here with all the 10s I have no issue with c-betting. I think we have pretty great blockers here. Taking it down. Okay, flopping the nuts is a good start. Of course the board pairs, but then again I didn't need to check there. Well, let's see. So this guy is multi-tabling quite heavily. It's not necessarily that he's thinking about this spot deeply when he's timing out or timing down. Ace 7 8 deuce double suited. I think it's fine as a raise. It definitely is. I think also I don't know if it needs to be folded against a repop. I'm not folding against this guy, but I'm looking it up to see what the general approach is here. So it doesn't flop that great that often. That's the problem here. Again, might be my internet. Letting it go. For the pure bluff here, I for some reason didn't see bet that flop, which I think was a mistake. The good old 8 deuce, huh? So sticky. Call happy dude, huh? Call happy dude. Interesting. Wait, that's the wrong... Where'd the matrix go? Ah, here, there it is. Ace 7 8. I think we were in MP. The Ace 7 8 hand. Is that correct? Well, actually under the gun, but short-handed a little bit, so... Yeah, sort of like MP. I'll go with under the gun though. If the under the gun range is there, it might not... It's 8 7 deuce. Yeah, it's not even an open, because of the deuce. Ace 8 7 4 5 7 6 all fine. In fact, Ace 8 7 6 7 5 would be raise raise. Interestingly enough, even if not perfectly double suited. Now that looks like a fun hand. Aces and jacks double suited all in one hand. Don't mind if I do. I wonder if this should be called single suited. 8 7 6. Yeah, it should be interesting. Yeah, you know what? Of course, we're suited to the ace, the connectivity is there. Duh. I mean, it's not a raise, that much is clear. But that should definitely have been called. Would have put us in a tough spot on that flop here. We can't see. Damn it. If you don't VPIP, we can't see the flop in the replayer. Not on microgaming, at least. Well, fair enough. Also a fun-looking hand here. 7s and 6s, again double suited. What are these peeps up to? So he called all in there with just a gut shot. Wow. I think these are raised. I'm pretty certain they are. Single suited they're just called. Double suited they are raised. And are raise calling as well. So not the board. This is so not the board. Wow, it's called, huh? That's an interesting spot to just call here. This guy has only the same bet size behind that he bet here on the flop. He has me behind him. So interesting. What the deuce? Okay, I guess he had a pair of 8s and a flush draw? Dominated by this guy's flush draw? But ends up making a straight? Wow. Well, why not? Exactly. So that was a perfect race here. Even like cutoff versus under the gun, which I think that actually was. That is double paired, the only double paired hand, double suited hand that gets raised. Like with 7s in them, I mean as the highest pair. 7-7-5-5 would just be called. So in that case, the connectivity definitely helps, along with the fact that they were double suited. It's a pity that there are no RunItOnce games going on right now. I'd much prefer to play there. Also, I think it looks nice on stream, the HUD with all the stats. I don't think it makes for a very nice appearance on stream, but can't really be helped. I can look into doing window capture for MPN streams, and there I think I can tell the streaming software not to capture the overlay. Wow, they're playing full Pokemon. What's going on here? King high flush, huh? Kings versus queens, but the better flush takes it down. So this guy is, I think, the rack that plays that we play the most, and we have the most hands against 24,000 hands. And EV-wise, he's actually up against us. Like $100. Which doesn't necessarily need to be a lot. It could just be 2-3 buy-ins, because we played with him at PLO 100 when I was short stacking as well. So there would only be 3 buy-ins. She's gonna take one off here. There's a lot of turn cards he's gonna shut down on. I think that's one of them though. That's not a bad one. To continue. Not to continue, but to start betting on. There's a decent chance of getting through, yeah. Come on, RunItOnce. Open up some tables. We need the patch. I think a lot of people are now waiting for the patch. The Glory Man! Always glorious. Nice to see you, Glory. Yeah, a little hungover when I got up, but definitely well rested. I slept for an insane amount of hours. Yeah, now it's good. Thanks for asking. How are things going with you, Glory? No, people are entering the pool. 10 people in the pool now. Besides my own 6 entries. Ooh, 2 PLO 20 tables on RunItOnce are starting. Good times. Okay. So which MPN tables are we ditching? I think it doesn't make much difference. They all have... I think every single table has the same actors on them. So we'll take the one where we have the best positions on this Karim Sonner guy and ditch those. And keep those, I mean. Hang on. Right, and back. So what tables are we killing? I think we're killing this one. So one of the RunItOnce tables went down to heads up, but the third one opened. That's nice. Try to bring them over as soon as I can. That's one. Ooh, I got aces on one of the new RunItOnce tables. And I've flopped nicely. Right, I'm gonna catch up with you in a second, Glory. Well, definitely ditching this. Ah, nice, RunItOnce tables. Now I feel much better. Right, so still 2 microgaming tables. But man, now somebody came online and wanted to play, or a bunch of people. Because up until a minute ago there were 6 entries at PLO 50, now there are 21. And now there are 10 entries at PLO 20 as well. I think I can throw one more head into that ring. Yeah, one table is getting down to is getting 400 already. Good stuff. Ah, it feels much better having RunItOnce on screen. You know, I don't mind microgaming. It's just that it's ugly. And the HUD doesn't help. Ooh, that gonna be a hand? Well, I think so, actually. Yeah, you and me both, Glory. I can't wait either. I think the charity stream this weekend is gonna help with exposure, but they need to patch. A lot of people already tried the site, enough people like the site, but I think a lot of people are waiting on that patch. The bad beat clothing link. Well, that's there's 2 parts to that story so far. The clothing link is just a generic affiliate link where you can apply to be an affiliate, and then they check your you have to you put down your website or your poker blog or whatever. You're supposed to be poker related in some way with your channel, your blog, whatever. And then you can apply to be an affiliate for their products, and that all went as well as it could have. You know, they approved and everything. And so then I'm not sure if the person wants me to name the name here, but somebody said to write an email to someone at Badbeat directly. Was kind enough to give me that person's email, and I did that. And they asked me, they wrote back and are interested in doing, like, I think they are possibly a young company. I'm not completely sure about that. I'm just gonna check, I think. Check it once more. That 9 doesn't help at all, but we might still be good every once in a while, never know. Not against kings. Against this guy I can probably even raise this. Right, and now, so they asked me back and for like high-res graphic files, which of course I only have the low-res, but they said they have artists that can turn them into high-res and all that jazz. Although it's of course better if I have high-res files myself. So long story short, that there might be... Wow, what a turn. Hang on. Not that there might be, but that there will be not Raisin branded clothing on the RunItOnce store. Not RunItOnce, what am I talking about? Sorry about that. On the Badbeat clothing store, which is... I don't know, you fill in the adjective. I kinda ran out. So I don't think that 8 is gonna have us lose the hand. Had he bet, I would have called. I'm not betting myself though. Oh, he has aces. He didn't fare too well with them. Let's see how we fare with our aces here. Frau Schwein! Woot! Nice to see you here, Frau Schwein. Of course, if you watch any Jen Anders videos, then you see Frau Schwein there a lot as well. And I like that he pronounces your name English. He always says, even though he's a native German speaker, I believe, amongst other native languages that he speaks on a native level. So he always says Frau Schwein. So yeah, I mean, I'll get the high-res version of the graphics that I currently use for my logo, for my channel and all that. And I'll hire and design... Hang on, my mic is a little bit loud. It changes every once in a while. I don't really know why. Let me turn it down just a smidgen. Let me know if it gets like too low or something. Hang on. Right, and back. Where was I? Yeah, long story short, that's what it's gonna be like in the future. There's gonna be not Raisin merchandising on the store, on the Badbeat clothing store. Right, that's what the finishing thought there was. So I'm gonna hire a designer and like a logo designer, emote designer, and get that giraffe done and have that put on in like a cup or something. I like the giraffe idea. So kudos to whoever came up with that. You know, you're completely right with regular rest. So now, from now on, I'm gonna take Mondays off, because Sundays we now have the home game, and weekends are also always fun to grind, to play. Let this go. I think the re-raise can even be argued. Maybe three-handed is a spot to call from the small blind, which I know is generally not well advised. Ooh, now that's awesome. Let's do it your way then, Sean. Sean B, huh? Ah. So 3-bet. Folding range. Interesting. Yeah, and definitely study time. Didn't do any studying the last... No, it's a single race pot. I was like, why didn't I see bet here? But I don't think I necessarily need to. So that's definitely a thing that's gonna happen in the near future, me taking time for studying a little more. And also a stupid movie. Of course, yesterday I saw Iron Sky 2 and that was just my kind of stupid. Iron Sky 1 was wonderful already. And that's still the better movie, I think, but Iron Sky 2 was more than worth the price of admission. And that race nudity, it's just crazy. Nutty, that's perfect, yeah, that's nutty. I think Frauschwein, I don't know if you are... No, I'm starting to pronounce it Jade Anders way, the Frauschwein. The other PLO 20 table almost filled up, that's awesome news. Okay, cool. Yeah, it was a little bit loud, I saw it like dipping into the red there on the meter. Yeah. Oh, they're too late. That ship has sailed. We got more aces down here. Definitely is gonna c-bet this board. Yeah, we have a pair and I guess a gutter. A little bit of a blocker situation. Not a great board in short. Not that great for you either, huh? Fair enough, fair enough. Frau Schwein. Hope you have a good grind. Start by checking here. Can definitely call should he decide to bet. Blind versus blind I raised. Now that's my kind of turn. Also this, nah. I could still bet fold here. I guess that's probably the way, like a jack is calling a lot as played. What do you have? The ace 10, 7, 6, or you absolutely nothing? You had a gutter with the 7, 6 on the 8, 4. That's a much nicer hand. King, king, queen, 9. Show me looks aggressive. Oh, I can, you know, rest assured. All is well on this table. Ah, damn it. I think letting this one go is the thing to do here. I really need to flop that king here, or a straight or something, in order to be happy on most flops. This guy leads, which is weird. Haven't really seen him donk. As far as turns go, this one is definitely not horrible. I don't know. I don't think I would call had he bet. Yeah, he had a low rep. So betting myself there doesn't achieve anything. Except maybe he can bluff raise, but calling that off is a whole different story than just calling it a bet. But I think I would have called him the way this hand went down. If had he tried to bluff on the jack, which would have been a decent bluffing card. Not necessarily after he checked the turn, but... He's in the big blind, I'm not losing any equity here by betting. At least not much. And I do have that one gutter. I have blockers, which isn't horrible at all. Allowing me to continue on a lot of turns now that I think about it. So I think for now we are breaking even, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that did it. And that was a blast. Don't get tired of repeating that. That was just a blast at home game. Looking very much forward to the next one. So, throwing my 6 entries in the player pool has actually helped. It was at 0 when I started 34 minutes ago. Now there are 15 entries at PLO 20. Yeah, what with both flush draws? Maybe I'll take one off. Maybe I get a turn like this. Yeah, 17 entries now. So it just goes to show, game starting. Definitely works. Yeah, the third runner once table opens. Awesome. And what's the move here? I think, given the SPR on his end, we're going in. If he has a better set, we have outs. He does not. He has a nice. He had a nice wrap there, though. Not part of the course. I'll see. I figured you might have been. It's definitely not a bad river. So the flop went actually limped here. The classic button open limp. Something that basically never happens on this channel, but as played, I'm not folding it. He does have the nuts. Okay, we need one more PLO 20 table and we're all set, and it's gonna be the way it should be. Run it once only. I don't know, with the 5 in my hand, I think I don't like calling too much here. I think I would have preferred a raise. Oh, it's played, I'm gonna check fold. Up here, let us go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is king? Yeah, yeah. Just the side cards are really not making me very happy there. Queen check 8-5 and the blind 3 ways. Yeah. It's a nice day for it, giving us a blocker and top and bottom. I think I'm gonna lead this one. Don't really want to go for the check raise, don't want to go for the check call here. I like leading. I mean, check calling is fine, don't get me wrong. Adding a flush draw to our potential arsenal here. Nice. Tables are filling up. Right on. 18 entries now in the pool. I heard about that. Yeah, you need to send in additional, like some gambling laws in the UK changed. You need to send in additional info. Yeah, and you know, in the past I would have said you're gonna get it working within hours, because in the past PokerStar support was really good. Now, not so much from what I hear. I'm really short here, damn it. In that case, I'm gonna fold. Otherwise, I might have had some... There might have been some room here to do something a little bit fancy. With the blockers, the blocker to the nuts, to the nut flush. I like it. Just gonna pot it against this gentleman. Also liking this. I don't know too much about Thello. I know that he likes the pot emote, and because of that he's the only tier 2 subscriber. And I know he plays high stakes. Or he's a PLO pro, I believe, and he plays high stakes games. And apparently tournaments as well, seeing that he took down a huge score there. But generally speaking, I'm not all that well versed in the world of names when it comes to PLO, especially the online world. And all, like, you know, the guys, the household names that everybody knows. And this has the potential to be a nice spot. Let's see, does he have a set? Ooh, he's in rough shape. He is in rough shape. Wow, we're liking him. And Shazam! Got that buy-in back there. Ooh. So he raised, I called. Hello. Yeah, that's all I know. Like a boss! A boss in the channel. Nice to see you, a boss. Also, why don't you have the... Hang on, you don't have the thingy. You should have a thingy. You're here all the time. You definitely deserve a thingy. So that's all developing rather well down here. Ooh, speaking of things that are developing rather well. We get the aces. 19 entries in the pool now. Things are looking up. Right, boss. Boss. You took down some cash in the Sunday sprint. Yeah, huge congrats on the 4th place, mate. I was very happy to see you there. See if I can just straight up steal it. Because why not? Yeah. I think except for the first spot, all the other spots were wide open. I guess second place was taken by another PLO 50 player. Somebody who's not a streamer. Because I didn't recognize that name. The Triton Poker? I watched their videos on YouTube. But never watched a live stream with them. So, what are we doing up here? Versus the cutoff. Well, it's not a fold, it's not a call, it has to be a raise, and it honestly beats me if it's a raise fold or a raise call. What?
Ooh yeah, dropping by to say hi to everyone.
Frenchie! Wow, awesome! Thank you very much, Frenchie. 3-month subscription streak. That is just nuts. Appreciate it immensely. Thanks for dropping by, saying hello. Thanks for the sub. Gonna let... this is a stupid spot. I think I'm gonna let it go and I'm gonna check it out. If it's indeed, it might actually be a raised fold pre. I called because it's double suited and because I didn't know any better. But at this point I'm not gonna throw the last of my money in here. Yeah, Frenchie, awesome. Now help me out, Frenchie. Were you in the home game tournament? I think we missed you, right? I think you were there. Yeah, for pot sized, I'll let it go. So let's check out this hand first before I forget. We were in the small blind and there was a cutoff open. That much I remember. I think the raise is fine. Double suited kings. I think it's a raise fold still. Yeah. So I had the right inclination, didn't quite follow through, but as I said, I didn't know any better. It's high stake players on ACR. Ah, okay. If you can beat, you can play PLO. Yeah. PLO 5000. Wow. Okay, that is proper PLO then. That's proper high stakes. I mean. Tables are filling. Very nice. 22 entries now. Nah. And here, except for the 10-7, nothing much makes sense. Then again, he is checking the whole way. Let's see if he can just straight up steal it. Doesn't, you know, in the end it needs to make sense to him. He needs to find a reason to fold. And sometimes they do, and if they do, it's sweet. I didn't know Bunker does no limit as well. I mean, it makes sense. I don't think so, actually. Let's check this one out. Ace 9, 4, 5. Sounds a little bit thin. But you know what hand doesn't to me? Ace 9. No, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's pretty far removed from any raising range. GTO Plus, huh? No home game, right. And I saw your name here, and especially when you subbed, I was like, wait a minute, you weren't there at the home game. Ah, damn it. That sucks to hear that you're usually busy. Ah, damn it, that sucks a lot. Too bad, too bad. You know, in the fall, in the winter, we can maybe do it on another day. But in summer, I figured putting it on Sunday is usually best because I might be fishing every once in a while, or fairly often on Fridays and or Saturdays. What the deuce? 6 entries at PLO 200? Nice. I don't know if these are all from one guy, but even so. Ah. Now that's not helping RunItOnce. That's really not helping. We need the patch. Don't use social media much anyway. Me too. Frankly, me neither. I mean, before, you know, the stream thing. Oh, that reminds me, I need to put something on my Instagram account. But yeah, I've stayed away from social media. At least as far as having an account on them goes. Sorry for showing you an empty piece of screen there for a moment. We need the patch. Still, I mean, my educated guess would be that we're getting it this week. Because of the charity streaming that's happening on Friday and Saturday, 24 hours charity stream. This is where I belong. Oh, Reggie, that's a very nice thing to say. The Discord is getting popular. I would have never guessed. I honestly wouldn't have guessed. It's pretty funky to see that. They're like, what? 30, 50, 54 members or something like that? It's crazy. What's going on this table? Might be stuck. The other tables are fine. Yeah, I think table 1 is stuck. No big deal. Flush and he hit what? What did the other guy have there? Let's check it out in a second. We can't see the hand history right now. Let's see if it fills up. So it gets filled in. I mean, I know it's not used to you, no use to you right now, Gloryman, but in the Mastermind, there's actually a nice selection. There actually there's a category of Monkosaur, how to set it up, how to buy it, how to rent servers for it. Should that be the way that you want to go? So if you should you get the Mastermind at some point, then definitely check those out. I watched half of them already, just because out of interest I wanted to know. Got aces on table 2. Right, so... wait, hang on, we're like super multi-way here, never mind. Okay, then I'm pitching this. Should that have been... Yeah, that's definitely erased, it's all good. With the aces, I'm hitting a nice flop. Hopefully. So here the thing is, we have absolutely no fold equity should he call if a heart rolls off, because he's really short. And he shouldn't be calling here, you should... Well... Yeah, I think he should just come over the top, which he does. No hearts, just the kings. It's the trouble with kings. You're behind aces. That's... duh! Okay. I kind of regret having said that. That's... Gonna check it down. If I can, you know. So a new table opens, and so there are now 4 tables running. I'm not sitting on the 4th though, that was the one that was stuck for me. I like the vote of confidence, Glory. That is a good start, getting welcomed with aces to a new table. That's an iffy flop. It's gonna be a bad fold. I'm not checking as the 3-better. Ooh. Yeah, interesting point. More like when they need info, yeah, yeah. If he comes over the top again, I'm gonna let it go. And same story as on the last flop. It's gonna be a bit fold. Yeah. Also gonna be a raise. Man, I'm gonna be... First of all, I'm tight aggressive here. Tight aggressive? Tight aggressive. I'm okay, I'm very tight here. And here I think I'm gonna be very tight aggressive. Yeah, not folding this. Money's going in. I'm gonna put it in myself. I don't think we have much fold equity here at all. We do make... Oh! A miracle straight here. Okay, we had a double gutter actually, right? The queen would have gotten us there. Yeah, yeah. If we had a double gutter, we had both back doors. That's good. Tough beat for top set there. Played itself. But King 8-8, single suited, not sure. I mean, on a full table, it's definitely not a hand to come over the top with. I know that. I'm a little bit clueless when it comes to dynamics on a 3-handed table, if that changes enough for that hand to be a 3-bet, in fact. So we're blocking top set, we have the overpair. Now we have the nut flush draw. Not happy about the days, naturally. I'm still gonna call. Any queen, any 10 is gonna be an excellent card to bluff on. Besides our nut flush outs, two pair outs are, you know, not that awesome. You go do shit! Shit needs to be done, Glory. Thanks for dropping by, mate. Ooh, finally. The fourth table has a seat open, and I took it. Ooh. That's a table where we're getting good hands on right now. Like in this dealer. Sure he's getting... Yeah, loose aggressive. Sure he's getting tired of my 3-bets. Come on, I dare you. I double dare you. Do it. Noxu cow. No, just a call, okay. Well, I'll take it. Having no spades, blocking my own outs, not blocking continuation ranges. I'm gonna go for the pot. Wonderful. Here's the flush draw, and he gets there this time. Fair enough. Fair enough. Gonna be a nice 3-bet down here. Here, let it go. Also gonna close the table now. So, I think our little excursion to microgaming ended up as a break-even one. Yeah, pretty much. We're like down $2.50, something like that. Gonna be a bet fold. Give it a shot here. And on RunItOnce we're down like $8, so we're down half a buy-in in total. Not a huge deal by any means. And of course losing with the top set there was what made us lose a buy-in there. Man, Frenchie, I admire your tenacity when it comes to studying. I really do. You do you, that's excellent. And I'll do that. I'll shout out your name. Thanks. So starting games worked out nicely for us. We started the stream 1 hour ago, and back then there were absolutely 0 entries at PLO 20, now there are 19. And good stuff's happening. I certainly could come over the top. Actually should have bet here again to get kings, kings, queens, tens out. No, the table's heads up. That's a pity. Yeah, I don't do heads up. Nothing has changed on that score. How about putting a 4 out there? A deuce would be sweet as well. Right, because the bot is so nice and is advertising the home game there, we have 2 tournaments every Sunday. The first tournament this week were hilarious. There were a lot. I really enjoyed myself immensely there. And one is a play money tournament where even players from the US can participate in. And as an added bonus, I'm putting up a €5 prize pool in the play money tournament, which I, you know, to US players I can ship it via PayPal. Ooh, hang on, this table is filling up again, so let's stick around. Yeah, Alter was playing very well in the aforementioned home game tournaments. Taking down some money, if I recall right. Good afternoon, sir. Things are going well. We're down like half a buy-in, but don't think, except for one call with double suited kings, I don't think I minded how I played until now. And the hand that made us lose a buy-in was ace top set when versus flush draw. Flush draw got there. So all is well. Diesel let go. Well, you know what? Do we have a note on this guy? Oh right, he had the 3-bit folding range. So a lot of high card hands can call here now. This one I could raise. I think I will too. Nice. Man, I really need to pee and take a 5-minute break. But I don't want tables breaking. Okay, table one. The other dude left, the other dude was sitting out. So I closed that one down. Decided to call here. Don't flop horribly, I would say. Still gonna check it because of runouts and turns like these. Here, not so much. I'm gonna size up too. Took it down on table 4 with the turn c-bet. Let this one go. I think I don't mind how this went. Just checking the flop there sounds pretty good to me. So, as I said, a lot of turns are gonna be sucky. At least from my perspective. Ooh, that'll work for me. Middle set, huh? Alright, that's definitely a raise from the button. Ace queen and 9-6 the singer suited. So with a whole bunch of blockers in my hand, definitely c-betting here. Also have a club which helps. Tables are filling up once more, that's very nice. Oh man, me too. That was the highlight of my whole week. I'm very much looking forward to the next one. I couldn't stop laughing at some points. Yeah, that was amazing. A lot of fun. I think I'll rewatch that too. I gave it a proper name too, and I'll put it on YouTube. So it'll be archived for the ages. Which is the whole point of my YouTube channel right now. Archive stuff. Right, so I'll be streaming until like another 90, 100 minutes, something like that. And then I have to walk the dog, do a thing, do some teaching in the community college, and then I'll be back tonight as per schedule, which I slightly updated. So it's a little bit more so it's a little easier to read now and a little easier to remember. And it'll receive yet another update in 3 or 4 weeks when my teaching gig is going to be on hiatus until September. Then there's going to be a little bit more streaming. On Tuesdays and Thursdays. Out of position. I think I'll check this one actually. I'm not getting this guy to fold. All I'm doing is bloating the pot, playing deep. If ace is on another table. Well, for 20 cents, you know, I'm definitely taking one off. Turn a gutter. Maybe our pairs are still good. Not trying anything here. 7 song. I'm sure he's ecstatic taking it down. This might well be a spot of over c-betting. Maybe it's not necessary, especially in a single raised pot. That's us, giving us the nuts. Would you care for bet, sir? Maybe a lead here? I'll take a raise too. 10-9 is good, I promise. Do it! Nope, okay. Still, take down a decent pot. You have a poster here, that's good news. Always happy to see people post. Those are usually not the strongest players. Maybe he was sitting out and then he kind of has to post right now due to a bug. Okay, fourth table opens up, this time in PLO 10. Fair enough, we'll take it. Also, the PLO 10 games on RunItOnce are amazing. They allowed me to take down almost 100 buy-ins in profit the first month RunItOnce opened in February. That wasn't all due to skill. I definitely encountered a lot of fun players there. Ooh, speaking of fun, there's a fun hand. On the button, the ace queen 10-9 double suited. The trash talk. Yeah, Mom, I'm on YouTube. Yeah, I'm on TV. Mom, I'm on TV. Yeah, the trash talk was highly entertaining. Usually don't get too much of that on the stream. Nothing going on any table right now. Up here, I guess he open limped. So I certainly didn't put money in voluntarily. Yeah, results-wise, nothing has changed. Still down half a buy-in. Courtesy of that aces versus flush draw. Up here I'll do the old limp. No point in raising. And often enough it gets through. And often enough you see a flop really cheaply. No, I don't think so. Here I definitely think so. I'm gonna go for the check raise if I can. But that's the flop that came down on this table. I think that's a decent fold. Make the 4 a 5 and it starts being interesting. Make it a 6 and we're definitely in there. We take this one down, that's a relief. Get the first playable hand on the PLO 10 table, in the form of a single suited rundown, the small blind, and we have a nice spot down here. Crappy aces, but we get to put in a lot of money before the flop. Coming in for the 3-bet against the razor and the collar. Not a happy board here. Just gonna go for the check fold, 3 ways. We get 1 fold, that is awesome. You know what, I'll go for the check here. Take 1 off. Just check folding might be a thing, I mean... we don't block any of the straight draws. You do have 1 diamond, which is probably the reason why I did end up calling on the flop. Often that I give up as the 3-better, but I think it was the thing to do here. Yeah, I was like, no, Kipri is not from Denmark, he's a Finn. I really didn't know. And you were the mystery man all the way through. I think we only knew who you were once the game were over, right? The games were over. What is this? Wow, what's this? Uh, No, I don't want to raise. Like, assuming he folds, that's awesome. I don't think I want to raise this. What are these guys doing? Not flush draw against just a flush draw in the backdoor. Hard draw. Okay. Wait, sorry for the switching here. This is the place to be right now. Okay, a flush draw, huh? This is working out nicely. I'm gonna take one off. The pot is just too huge. Do make a pair. So first of all, here I'm just gonna call, I think. Nice, very nice. Here I'm just calling as well with the full house. Up here, everybody keeps checking. So we're never taking this one down at showdown, and I'm not entirely sure I wanna... Actually, I am, kind of. Here we're just calling. King 9, yeah, that's exactly what I was just calling. A Jack 9, a King 9 is definitely in there. Ah, please get it through, please get it through, please get it through. I do have the 10, a 10-8 certainly fits the bill here. No! Come on, F deuces, ace deuce. No, two pair. Damn it. I thought it was worth a shot. Just too much money in there. And Lion Hippie is in the channel. Nice to see you, Lion. Welcome back. So we lost quite a substantial pot up here, but I felt it was worth going for it. Good game, he says. Oh, we have a pair of sixes. Which take it down. Come on, somebody join the table. I need to pee. End up making top 2 here, which is pretty sweet. I think I'll raise this. People raising the blinds. Well, now your disguise is lifted. But good strategy for the first showing. Oh, that's pretty nice. I limped, he raised, I called. You know what his range is? Yeah, there's that. This one go. Happier times down here, where you have your aces pre. Damn it, I opened up a microgaming table that looked very promising with a maniac there, but he left Very unfortunate. It's a nice board. Giving us top set. Fortunately, we're blocking kings. Should be awesome if he had them. Also a little bit short here. This Sunday, but we'll play soon. Awesome to hear. Awesome, der Alter. That you to hear that you'll be back. I mean, I need to take a short break in a minute. I'm not gonna do it. Have it be a 5-minute break, but because I don't want the tables to break. But I need to go pee. Yeah, be right back. Oh wait, no, there's one more hand down here. I'll just set it out. Right, and back. Frau Schwein, not really. Difference between PLO 10 and PLO 20. In the splash part, PLO 10 was a good deal nuttier, which is why my preferred strategy was to limp aces in early position. And then just, because somebody would always come over the top, at least one. I'm talking about small splashes, not about the huge ones, naturally. And I guess in general tables were a little bit tighter. I don't think there were that many more strong players around. She's gonna take one off. Giving us top 2 now. Of course, putting a straight on there. Right on. What's with sitting me out again? I had that happening yesterday as well. Whew. Them aces, huh? The PLO 10 table is filling up nicely. Yeah, so there were more tighter players, but I don't think... I mean, it's hard to tell without a HUD who is playing decent ranges and stuff, especially when multi-tabling and with me having a tough time paying attention to hands I'm not involved in. But I would think tighter, but not necessarily harder, the PLO 20 games. On microgaming, there's a difference. Like at PLO 20, you start seeing more regulars who aren't necessarily good, but who are not the, you know, the fun players, so to say. So there's definitely a difference there on microgaming, PLO 10 versus PLO 20, but PLO 20 is still very profitable there. So here I posted it as well, otherwise I wouldn't be in this hand. In case you're wondering. Giving us top and bottom, that's awesome. It's unfortunate that we're not invited here. Nah, I don't think that's our number. I mean, well, he was short. But nah, I don't think I mind the fold. I have a fun hand on that microgaming table that I have open. Now I have much more fun hand, now I have the nuts. Oh, it's backdoor, so I'm gonna bet fold here. You split it up, not too unhappy about that. I'm gonna take one off with the backdoor flush. So we don't have a single heart in our hand, which is definitely helpful here. Would hate to get raised. Richie Rob in the channel. Shout out to Richie, who is playing No Limit Cash games. This time I'm having it right? Richie Rob? No, that was Richie Lucky. Richie Rob is playing tournaments. Need to let this go, unfortunately. So, I think, if I'm not mixing up my Richies this time, Richie Rob is from England, has a channel where he plays no delay, no limit tournaments, and is always entertaining in this place. I mean, it is always entertaining at his place, what I meant there. So yeah, if that sounds like your jam, then head over to his channel, check it out. Much nicer hand up here, the ace-9-7 double suited. Weather so nice in England, is it really? Or is that British humor? Because here, it's dreadful right now. At no limit, hang on. I think the skill jumps at no limit are much more noticeable. So the 10-8 would have bet. The only thing we're behind now is jacks and jack-9, something like that. Which we're blocking nicely, so I don't mind c-betting now. Actually, I do. It's not really necessary. Yeah, just gonna let it go. Ooh, new PLO 20 table opened, that's awesome. So I can close the one from microgaming once the blinds come around there. Well, for now they're definitely lower at PLO 20, but that's due to March, where I broke even, essentially. Or pretty much exactly. And in March I definitely misplayed a larger share of hands than I did before and after. But also the dealer was really exceptionally mean in a lot of big spots. I mean, I guess conversely in February the dealer was exceptionally nice in a lot of big spots, but... So I think, for that reason alone it's definitely lower. However, in April I took down quite a few buy-ins on PLO 20, so I can't say for sure yet. Might be a little lower. Might end up being the same in the long run. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Line Hippie, I heard that when you move up in stakes in No Limit, like they do get noticeably tougher with each single stake. And I also heard that it was this, for a time, the 25 No Limit and PLO stakes were the toughest on stars. Not sure if that's still true. I'm gonna call once with both the flushes here. This is a very decent card, giving us not only a pair, which is probably not super helpful right now, but also giving us a gutter and, you know, the other flush draw. Probably have to put it in here with my SPR. I could call, keep some money back. Didn't quite notice I was a little bit short there. I have a pair, I have two flush draws, no regrets. And he's good and he stays good. Avoids both of the flushes. Kind of fair enough. Right, the session. We're down a little. Lost with a top set versus a flush draw once and ran a nice bluff on the board where I didn't, somebody didn't buy it. And in the end we're down like pretty much 2 buy-ins exactly right now for the day. I'd say half of that sort of self-inflicted with the bluff. And the other one I blame the dealer. It's all good, is the short answer. Hang on. Right, sorry about that. So especially in the afternoons and later parts of the night, the PLO 20 games on RunItOnce are somewhere between very nice and amazing. In the early evenings, so starting in like 1.5 hours, they tend to get noticeably tighter for a while. Yeah, mind if more money goes in here. Here, I definitely don't. I get 3-bet from the blind with aces. I mean, at this SPR, the money is going in. It's a no-brainer at this point. Not super excited, but it is what it is. Here's a flush draw and a pair. Does not get there. And he, you know, he had the world there. Especially on the turn. Did a doubled up and took it down here as well. Check folding here. Wow. I think I'll just pot it here. Well, we are... Okay, in this case I'll start off by calling and put it in any non-pairing, non-spade turn. Now it gets a little bit interesting here. But it's really good in England. Wow, nice. Happy to hear it. We've been getting a lot of rain the past couple of days, which is awesome in itself, because we definitely need some rain in Germany. Hating everything about the spot. Ace 3 is the... really? Are you kidding me? Not sure if the Ace 3 would lead. Honestly, I think we have the same hand pretty often here. I'm gonna close my eyes and call. Now that I'm this far in this hand. Ace 3. He did lead the Ace 3 on the straight board. Ah, F me. Well, that one certainly was self-inflicted. Nope. Damn it. Too many Richies. No limit life cash, to be fair. Okay, that's your main game. But you're not doing that on stream, though. I have a very nice spot over here. I'm gonna go for the check raise. Also a little bit short here, again, didn't quite notice. Come on, really? Oh well, you had the straight all along. Fair enough. Unfortunate, but fair enough. Getting killed a little bit right now. Yeah, the Ace 3 hand sucked. Guess the turn was my exit there. Like a potential exit. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, what are these guys up to? I know, right? It is tough, and it has been tough for quite a while now. Online no limit. I feel in order to have a decent win rate there and eventually, like, maybe possibly transition into making a living off it, you need to be really good at it. Which is what drew me to PLO once Limit Hold'em had its day. Also, PLO is more fun. Yeah, agreed. It's the game right now, I think. No short deck has a following, but I mean, I like PLO much more. Also PLO in my mind from the poker variants that are popular enough to be sustainable. is the one with the brightest future, in the sense that it'll take forever until the average skill level is high enough for it to make it a really tough environment. Ace 10, 6, 3, yeah. Cut off, that's fine. Flop stuff. Namely trips. So we're down 70, so that's what, 3.5 buy-ins. Could be better, could be worse. Get raised here, huh? I think I'll end up calling this. Side cards are just too nicely connected there. Not all board. Here I came over the top, definitely c-betting a flop like this. And 1 for 2, I guess. Against the tight aggro, maybe I can find a fold here. Now with the top pair on the rainbow board, I'm definitely interested in seeing another card. Might give him pause. Did king. Nope. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice hand. Ace, king, 10, 8, double suited. Top pair and not flush draw? Yes, please. So another 60 minutes of stream, roughly. It's king 5-3. And then of course I'll be back tonight, as per schedule, so to say. So I would love to see a turn here. We have the second nut flush draw, gutter to the nuts. Unfortunately, that's it for now. Asleep on only one table. Tight aggro on 2. Tight passive on 1. Let's check around here. I do take it down. What the deuce? What the deuce did he have done? Like an ace-queen type of hand or what? Get raised. Ah, it's a flush board. I didn't notice I honestly didn't notice the flush. I'm still curious that he raises on a paired board. On a fold nevertheless, but I wish I had checked and I should have checked. Yeah. So this guy on the hand I took down had a low rep. No, like a low rundown, I mean. Nice one too. 7 high, double suited. Decent hand. Giving us the nut flush. Draw, okay. King high can take it down. Indeed. What's going on up here? Looks to be a fine table. Very loose aggressive, loose aggressive. Unfortunately to our left, which isn't ideal. But still, I'll take it. Suspect this is correct with the deuce in there and not being ideally double suited. Let's check it out if that was too nitty. Button versus cutoff. Ace, jack 9 deuce. Can be called. Actually, even if it's not ideally suited. Cool, noted. So I guess the jack 9 combo is strong enough. Because with the jack 8, it goes only down to the 8-4. The 8 deuce, 8-3 would be folds. Big pot. Nothing going on inner table for the moment. Need to let this go. Can't really do anything here. It's only suited to the 8. Well, this one might be doable. Yep. 9, 8, 8, 7 suited to the 8. In the cutoff. Buying us position already. That's a good start. Not superb flop, I would say. Okay. I'll take the small blind. Down here is for deuce. With the 4, the deuce. Triple suited. I'll just let it go. Not a huge hand by any means. Okay. Top 2 sounds pretty nice on the rainbow board. Get called immediately. Making top 3 pair now, I guess. Well, he called really quickly, I'll just pot it then. No. That's disappointing. You keep it, sir. Stepped out of line here a little bit. Just because I've been folding for a while now. Woot! Flint 05. Thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Don't really need to increase my bet sizing here, I think. I don't block the one straight at all. Wow. Hang on, so here I get raised as well. Here I have absolutely no issue calling, and I think I'll take one off here as well. There's a bunch of draws to be had on this board, bunch of straight draws. I'm blocking the middle one quite heavily, but I'm not blocking the other one at all. On a rainbow board. So not a snap call, so I guess it's not a set. Which is amazing news. I don't know, it kind of feels like a draw. Like a draw on a pair, a queen jack 10-9, something like that, which would still be in very decent shape. Top 2 with a gutter. Also an option, unfortunately. Not the happiest of occasions, but fair enough. Was the river there? A 4. Not sure if that was a completely horrible move. Coming over the top. Not sure what to think. Certainly not helping the results today. Losing pots like this. Oh well, it ain't over until the fat lady sings, is what I've heard people say. Wow, might be some splash pot craziness on the PLO 10 table, although this dude doesn't really strike me as crazy so far. We had our first, for those of you who just joined possibly, and maybe don't know about it, we had our first home game on Stars this weekend. Our first 2 tournaments, one $2.20 buy-in. Of course all PLO, what else? And the other one a play money tournament where with an added prize pool. So I put like $5 in there as a added incentive to make it spice it up a little bit. And in the play money tournament, even Americans can play. So everybody in the world, even restricted countries, can play money on Stars. And if that sounds interesting to you, then by all means, head over to the Discord and find out more about the home game. I think the bot is posting it regularly in the chat as well. The details. Gonna find the command, forgot about the command, and then I haven't posted. So if you're interested in that, then head over to Stars and register for the home game club. The next tournament is gonna happen this Sunday. We'll make a flush here, we have full house outs as well. Like this. Okay, well we do have a straight. No diamonds whatsoever though, so I'm fine starting out by checking here. Don't need to blow up the pot just yet. I think I'm gonna go for the raise fold here. There are even some nut straights that I would check here, specifically the ones without any diamonds in my hand. No pair from the board. Cool. Came over the top here, also calling a raise. Cards are decently connected. Top pair, gutter. Nice development up here. I'm gonna come over the top. Because I'm not getting raised by a straight up there. Unfortunate bet sizing. I think against the pot size I'll let it go. Happy to check behind here. He did have the straight, didn't raise. So that part was alright. A Shazam? Did we have a Shazam moment? I forgot. Did we take one down? Oh, the US friendly home game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and you know, I'm happy to send out the cash prizes via PayPal. So yeah, head on over to Stars, join the fun. The last Sunday we had a blast and a half, that's for sure. Frau Schwein, appreciate the nice words immensely. They mean a lot to me. Thank you. Good luck on your grind. Single raise pot, no reason not to call. Also no reason to come over the top, I think. Bottom set being a little bit short. A fun spot over here as well. So if we get raised, I think the money is going in right now. I would rather do it this way than guess on any turns. Here, it's unfortunate that turn, but the money is going in because of the SPR. definitely has a queen. Let's hope he doesn't get there. On the river. It's not like we were a huge favorite, but here we did take it down. Lost a decent pot with top 2 against a straight on another table. Oh, very unfortunate developments on the whole. So we're down quite a bit. I would guess around 5 buy-ins. Actually more. 2, very, very sad. Like 7? Damn. Oh, well, I can't blame the dealer too much, unfortunately. Or fortunately. I mean, I can't change the dealer. I certainly can change what I'm doing. But on the bright side, an additional PLO 20 table opened up, so I'm gonna close the PLO 10 table, I think. Although this one is getting short, that's not fun. Nope. Not quite. Yeah, the side cards need to be much better connected to be able to call here in the small blind. We have aces. Kings on another table. With the kings, we flop top set. Blocking, not still gonna check here. Heads up, definitely c-betting. Money is definitely going in. Let's see. Well, this time we take one down. Shazam! Like very loose call. He had like bottom or middle pair or something. He had a wonderful hand there. He flopped the nuts and he had a redraw to the nut flush. Wow. And once again, it turns out that calling pot-size bet on the river, usually not a good idea. Not too late, there was a nice pot going on. Oh, seems to be a call-happy gentleman. flush draw and that's it. Happy to see him check. Ace King 3-3 sounds fine enough. Take it down. In a splash pot, I didn't really need to raise this, I think. Certainly gonna take one off. Putting a flush on there. We do have a spade ourselves. That's quite nice. Giving us a full house. Definitely not the nuts. So the 10-5 is kinda unlikely. We're ahead of 4s, we're ahead of 4-5. 7s we block. I think I'll end up calling this one. I'm not super stoked about it. Not blocking the straight. Good of a straight flush. Let's see. We split this one. He had the 7-5 as well. Took me a moment to figure it out, but yeah, we split this one. Not disappointed about that at all. Nope. Hey Toby, it's good to see you. How are things going? Wow. Am I supposed to fold this? Let's check it out. No, interestingly enough, this is a race. At least, you know, in solver land. The ace jack 9-9 double suited small blind versus button. Very curious. I would have never guessed. Two tables are being three-handed, but the other ones are filling up again. So these might be too soon. 17 entries in the PLO 20 pool, 30 in the PLO 50 pool. Soon. Provided we don't keep having days like today. We took one down there, one buy-in. Yeah, but not that huge of a difference. So we're still down 6.5 buy-ins. Oh well. Day ain't over. The session will be over in about half an hour, but I'll be back tonight. This one I need to look up. I felt maybe it's a call. It feels a little bit light to 3-bet this. Let's check it out. I mean, now this is a wonderful flop for it, don't get me wrong. One of the tables is down to heads up. I'm gonna let it go. Right, so small blind versus button. That one we have already 10-9, 7-6, huh? Yeah, just a fold. Way too trigger happy. Look nice. Not raising this, but calling it is perfectly fine. And Donkey Lion Kid is here as well. That's also a pleasure. Nice to see you, Lion Kid. You missed the home game, but I understand it's a really it's a stupid time for you, right? In Asia. Like it's like 2 AM or 4 AM in the morning, I remember you saying. Too bad, would have been fun to have you there. Yeah, seeing that a bunch of new people enter the channel. In case you don't know, we have a home game every Sunday now. One of them, 2 tournaments on Sunday evening. And one of them play money with an added prize pool of $5 by me. Added by me, I mean. And everywhere, everybody in the world, even Americans, can play in the play money one. That's not restricted in any country as far as I'm aware. And should you wish to be from a restricted country, I'll be happy to ship you the winnings by PayPal. I know, it does, it does. I'm not sure how applicable that should be at micro stakes. I mean, I'm not just 4-betting aces, I'm 4-betting nice rundowns. And that's basically it. Against some players, very nice double suited kings, especially if they have an ace in them. I mean, in some spots these hands are just 4-bets period, but I'm doing that in spots where the solver wouldn't 4-bet them against specific players, like, you know, complete maniacs. They're nutcases. They're nutters. Whew. Let's do this then. Against the call-happy gentleman. We're blocking our own out. We have no clubs, so I'll part it. Plenty of stuff out there that he can continue with. Continue he does. And you have a come on, really? Just the open-ender. Not a rep, nothing like that. Just an open-ender. Gets there like magic. Well, must be nice. And you're right, yeah, when some in the currently when most people 4-bet, you're right, yeah. Huge percentage of the time it's aces. Except for the maniacs. But you know, they're there. in their own special category anyway. Yeah, we're definitely liking Bruce here. Fortunately, we got bruised by Bruce. Yeah, that's about the level of commentary you can expect on this channel. It's as good as it gets. Ooh, that's also pretty much as good as it gets. Come on, Bruce, do stuff. No? Okay. Ace Ace, King Deuce, Singer suited. A little more than 100 BB deep. Backdoor flush draw, gutter, and of course the aces. Take it down. YOLO, Bruce says. Yeah, I think there's a YOLO element to this game. For sure. And I'm all for that. Pair, I got a flush draw. Doesn't look horrible. Make that a wrap. No dice. No, I don't do this often, it's just he checked the turn so quickly. So I felt like giving it a shot even without a single diamond in my hand. Well, if your Chinese reading is basic, then you're well ahead of the curve. Mine is definitely non-existent. Hey, really? Nicely done, Richie. Nicely done. Impressive. Not sure about that bet on the turn there when the 9 paired with the kings. I think on the whole I prefer checking. Barrage God. Okay. Oh yeah, we are up against Bruce. What am I thinking about? Of course we see betting. Ordering dinner? Okay. Taking that one at face value. In this one, I'm not entirely sure. I was blocking the nuts. I had a flush draw. I had a gut on myself. The top pair. Maybe it can be called against this bet sizing. I have kings on the bruise table. Get min raised up here. I never know what the purpose of that is. Bibba beats me. Checks. I don't think he's going for a check raise here that often. Doesn't strike me as that type of player. Especially since the flop got checked. Screw you. I have the flush draw on top, man. Queen, why couldn't you make it a king? Why couldn't you make it a king? So, definitely wrong on that account. He is the type of player, apparently. He likes the small bet sizes, huh? Let's take one off. I'm not gonna go crazy here if he calls. Basically gonna be it for this hand. Okay. So we have a decent rep here. I came over top after it was a min bet here. Like a min raise, 40 cents he called. Certainly can be bet, I feel. Oh, no, don't worry. I like it when the chat is lively. It's all good. The king is good. King to 9 deuce, huh? Interesting. Oh, so you're really learning, huh? Oh, my hat's off to you, Richie. Well, it certainly doesn't look like this is gonna be our session. That I'm zigging and zagging at some wrong spots doesn't help matters. Eh. Yeah, around 20 more minutes of stream. Then I need to take a break until tonight. Go do some English teaching. Wow, what's up here? Okay. No, Bruce is sitting out. Don't do me like that, Bruce. Come back. That's a barrage rubbing coming. Hey, Garrett. That's pretty good. You're gonna see, but this, even though he's in the big blind, I'm blocking all the low cards very nicely. All the wraps. Go for 2 barrels here. Lurking and doing work on the side. I'm happy to hear that you choose to lurk while doing work. But that rhymed, that wasn't the intention there. On the whole, the grind is going well. Today it's not going particularly well. I can blame the dealer a little bit, but honestly, mostly don't think I'm necessarily playing my A game right now. Still way down a bunch, not horribly so. Especially not in terms of buy-ins. Oh, actually it's getting to a spot where it's not hugely entertaining anymore. I mean in general, by the way. In general it's going nicely. And for the day, we're up a bunch, down a bunch. 150, 170, 180 would be 9, 8.5 buy-ins. Not awesome. So, giving us a flush draw on top. Do take it down. Taking one down. Yeah, thanks, Garant. Appreciate it. I guess the rake back is gonna hit my account next couple of days. Heads up, which I don't do. So I guess we'll have to add a microgaming table or 2 for the time being. Giving us 2 pair. We'll not bet them though. I guess if we're good so far, we're still good. Yep. Alright, let's stick up a few microgaming tables for the time being. So there's a nice PLO 10 table going on. Looks promising. Yeah, make it 2 nice PLO 10 tables. There are PLO 20 tables, but they're not really exciting with the current lineup of players on them. PLO 10 tables, however, are very much so. Let's check this out. Like I've seen in the live games, in YouTube videos, people calling hands like these all the time. But then again, you know, there's people calling all sorts of stuff in the live games. Doesn't necessarily mean that those should be emulated. We're in the cutter versus down in the gun. I doubt it. It was a perfect rundown, right? 9876. Aces against kings. Well, we're liking this guy. He 3-bet king 10-6 off. Wow. Okay. Oh, he 4-bet. 4-bet. King 10-6. We got aces over here. On table 2 I'm definitely folding. The king, queen, queen 4, triple suited. I mean, now it's multi-way. Like, if he calls, I'm calling as well. If he doesn't, I'm letting it go. Here we're also multi-way. It blows. Not sure if I'm supposed to see, but there I do have that 4 in my hand, which is helpful. Okay. Give me the wheel. Right? Right. If I bet, I prefer checking, and I don't think I'll be folding here. I'm gonna hate life if he bets, but yeah, hating life commenced. But that's the beauty of checking there. You can also bluff. If I bet, I mostly get called by stuff that beats me. Nice, Shazam. That one helped. Gets the crazy dude here. On him we have a note saying he 3-bet king, queen, queen 5, single suited. We remember that hand. Flop interesting up here as well. Pair on the wrap. Let's check here. Let's go for the jack. Beautiful. On a rainbow board, no less. Now with a pair and the wrap, I think I'm coming over the top here. I do have a diamond, which is definitely helpful. Yeah, we have a pair, we have a wrap. We have a backdoor flush draw, and we take it down. Here I bet we got called, which is awesome news. Okay, let's do some catching up before we end the session in around 15 minutes. Giving us a gutter on top. But he's really short. Let's just put it in. No dice. Five binds, sadly, yeah. I wish I was. I think that's close to what I'm... No, not close yet. Well, close-ish. Down 7, I think, currently. Yeah. But yeah, not happy to hear it, Lion Cat. In the grand scheme of things, especially if it's PLO. 5, even 10 binds, it's not a huge deal. Very light open on this table, but I would love to play hands in position against this gentleman. Usually don't open that at all. It is far removed from a normal opening range. Not even close. Gonna be a raise fold. Should he decide to come over the top? Wow. How's that for a flop? Giving us the wheel and the nut flush draw and the backdoor flush draw. Ooh, what's up here? Aces are good, it seems. Yep. It's the blue shirt, forward king, yeah, grudgingly. Just because he's way too loose. Also not a horrible call this time. Much better than the Jack-Jack 5-6 open. Got aces on the PLO table on micro. Could be folding here. Maybe a bet fold. I do have that 8. Ugh. Wow, we just got lucky. This guy turned a set of 10s. On the 10, 5, 5, 7. No, he flopped it. He flopped the world. And he turned or rivered queens. I think he rivered. He rivered the queens. Heh! Draw out on kings. With our 5s there. Pretty nice. Ooh, that's a hand. King, queen, jack 9 double suited on the PLO 10 table on micro. Nice flop. Top 2. Fortunately, we don't have any hearts, but you know, we'll take it. Right, so another 5 to 8 minutes of stream, and then I need to take a break until tonight. Wow, what a turn. It was a tiny pot, I figured. Let's try to get some money in there. not blocking any straight draws. Certainly gonna come over the top, even against a sleepy gentleman. Taking it down. So similarly nice hand up here. So good for a squeeze. The king queen jack 9 double suited. Not gonna fold it if somebody comes over the top again either. Razor folds, that's good news. Now it's all up to Donald J with a not quite maximum raise, interesting. Okay, let's flop something nice for the end of the session. That qualifies. Jesus, doesn't it just? Do it. See if he can fold. I kinda doubt it. I hope he can't. Ace is no good, my friend. Ace is no good. Might be a good one for the end of the session. 1824 would be like a 30-something euro pot. Oh, deep in the tank. I don't really get it. Like, if you have aces, then you're calling here always. With $5 behind. In the meantime, down here, going for a raise fold pre-flop. Board unfortunately developed really ugly. I'll let it go as well, I think. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, you got disconnected, damn it. Come on, reconnect. Could really use those additional $5, 51. Unfortunately here, that scared him away. Come on, come back, Donald. Come on. So here I came over the top, the button of the button open. I think that is alright. Gonna go for the bet fold. Not checking an ace high board. Having 3-bet. So we're still in the dark over here. Don't know what's going on. Yep, but that's now that would make it a beautiful bluff. I think I'm gonna go for it too. Let's hope he doesn't have 8s. He should be able to fold a lot of others. Damn. 41 cents, I mean. Yeah, he had the 3. Damn. But for 41 cents, I mean, it's hilarious either way. So he was sitting out here in the end. Fortunately, most of what I won here, I donked off on the other table. The c-bet was perfectly fine, and that, you know, if ever I'm continuing in a spot like this, then it's on a turn like that. And it was unlucky that he actually hit the 3. I don't know if he can call an ace-king type of hand, even with spades there. kind of possible, but often enough not. So yeah, that one I don't mind the way that went. Giving us 2 pair. No point in betting here. Not getting called by verse. Damn, why did he have to hit that 3? You get so many folds there, I think. Damn, damn, damn. George, yeah, I'm not raising, and I shouldn't be in this hand, but against him? Oh, hell yeah. Flopping top set is a good start. It's not an awesome board right now to come over the top or anything. How about George has 10-9 and we get a 9 on the turn? Need to let it go. And unfortunately I need to end the session in online for almost 3 hours. I'll be back at 10 o'clock tonight. So from now on a little more than 4.5 hours from now. Let's see, let's take a look at the damage. On micro gaming we're down like $10. And so 147, yeah, 7.5 buy-ins still. Am I doing this right? 5, 6, 7, yeah. And one or two more hands down here. Like that one. Right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for keeping me company. I hope tonight's session is going to be a little bit nicer to us. I hope I'm going to be playing a little bit better than too. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching and have a pleasant afternoon or evening or whatever the time is where you are. And see you soon, I hope.